ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Don't look now, but the Miami Dolphins are undefeated since removing the Pop-A-Shot from the locker room.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It is a Top 5 Tuesday here, November the 11th. And a happy Veterans Day to all who have served. All who have put their lives on the line, their pride aside, picked up their cross, and did things so that we could live for the freedoms that we enjoy every day. Much love to the veterans out there. I hope somebody paid for your meal, your lunch. Dinner should be on the house as well. Whatever you need, the good people out there should hook it up for you. Also, big shout out to the ones in my family. My pops. My grandpa, Tony, for holding it down as well for the great USA here, man. A great celebratory Tuesday here, a great Veterans Day, especially when you think about the things in which those people do just to be able, just so we could sit here, C-Cat, who's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, just so we could sit here and talk a little sports freely, man.
Right. What a life we live, not just as sports talk radio people, but as Americans, man. Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff we take for granted. And we were not the ones who necessarily put all the work in for that.
No lie. Generations before us, and, of course, the folks that are doing it now, greatest armed forces in the world, baby. We holding it down. C-Cat, this is going to be a good day here.
Yeah.
A fun day. We got to cool back a little bit. Yesterday, it was action-packed. It was all kind of jammed in. It was following a huge weekend. You were fresh off the flight from Turkey. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could barely catch our breath.
Exactly.
Yesterday. Today we're here.
We're here, man.
We're solid. We're golden. You know who also it has good vibes, but is actually kind of in transit right now? Those Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Those Miami Dolphins who are wrapping up the NFL's international games in Madrid. They are in Madrid, Spain.
Oh, I forgot.
This weekend.
They're going overseas right now?
Yeah, Week 11 Madrid game. This is the Dolphins. It's funny because I think that this was earlier on in the season, I kept thinking, like, damn, the juice behind that game is really going to get squeezed out. You have a Commanders team who is going to walk in with no Jaden Daniels. You have a Dolphins team that is absolutely listless. Like, the good people of Spain are going to be done the misfortune of having to watch a powder puff preseason game. But at the very least, the Miami Dolphins, they got their groove back. They got their spunk back. And C-Cat, I don't know where you think it started, but I do know that it was reported before the Dolphins took on the Bills this weekend that they got rid of the Pop-A-Shot. What Pop-A-Shot? That Pop-A-Shot. The one that was sitting in the midst of their locker room, apparently distracting players, apparently a nuisance because it wasn't allowing for guys to be locked into the game plan, locked into to the mission at hand. People like to try and compare football and whatnot to war. So to the Army, to the Navy and whatnot, it's not that. Trust me. I mean, they work in unison, they play a violent sport, but it ain't that. But again, they weren't. Apparently, the Pop-A-Shot was distracting them from the mission at hand, which was to win football games. You get rid of the Pop-A-Shot, 30-13 win over the Bills.
Like, hey man, you want to come over here? We see how Drake May is a first-read quarterback. Nah, I'm trying to get the top score on the Pop-A-Shot. Sorry, that'll wait for tomorrow.
C-Cat. The Dolphins stole a book out of our playbook. The Dolphins stole a page out of the ESPN West Palm playbook. Do you remember when we were in our old offices at Phillips Point Tower?
Yeah.
And we had a Pop-A-Shot in the office, which, by the way, I didn't come into there was nary a day that I walked into that office and walked out back when we had a Pop-A-Shot that I didn't get up at least 25 of them things.
Yeah,
like,
got the work
seriously.
in. Yeah,
I used to literally, I couldn't leave, and that's the issue. Is you can't. First of all, you can't leave on a miss. Some days I was off, so sometimes that number will creep up to 50. And I used to have to make sure I still had it. The repetition of it all, the thrill of it all, it was fun in mundane times. When I needed to brainstorm, I would go over there and get some shots up. Like, Pop-A-Shots are actually more distracting than people give it credit for.
Yeah, and they're also loud. So you hear when someone else is doing the pop-a-shot?
Yes, and it attracts you to it.
Exactly. It's like, ooh, let's see who's putting up shots.
Now
okay.
you want to compete. Now you're like, hey, yo, like, let's see. Let's put like $5 on the line. 20 shots. You know, football players are super competitive. So you got to pop a shot in the locker room with a bunch of millionaires. You telling me they weren't also gambling on some of those shoot-offs?
So, like these Miami Dolphins coming off a massive double-digit underdog upset win, or maybe 9.5-point underdog upset win over the Bills over the weekend, have cut out one of the distractions. Tyreek Hill is not in the locker room, so that was taken off their hands against their will. But maybe there were some positives to that in terms of distractions. Of course, they would like the prime Tyreek Hill back on their team. But it feels like they've got their swagger back.
They've got this.
When they wake up in the morning, they don't hit snooze. They are happy to go to practice. And we're just reading into minute details between the lines how Mike McDaniel carried his post-game celebratory and day after celebratory press conference. But the Miami Dolphins are no longer the joke of the NFL.
They're not. And they were. And we all thought this was going to be you know how like there's a really good joke. Dave Chappelle is good at these. He's, to me, the most prolific, the most elite stand-up comedian in history. And I have a very limited lifespan. I mean, I'm no sure. Some people might like Richard Pryor. Dave Chappelle's my guy. When I think about the way in which he tells a lot of his jokes, there's a long setup. There's a runway. There are some mini laughs in between to get to the huge punchline. This past weekend was supposed to be the punchline.
Yeah.
This past weekend was supposed to be the bow on top of what was an absolutely horrendous football season, especially compared to expectations. They walked into that game 2-7. They were at home hosting the Bills, who they hadn't beat since 2022. And the Dolphins were a shell of themselves. They were supposed to be sellers at the deadline, but they actually only sold one dude. And the one dude they got rid of in Jalen Phillips, the moment he stepped off that plane in Philadelphia, he said, man, that was the best thing that ever happened in my life, getting away from them dudes.
You could even say it was supposed to be the punchline of 2023, 2024, and 2025. This should have been the exclamation point or the period, whatever you want to use, end of paragraph for summating the Miami Dolphins experience post-2022.
Especially given the opponent. The Buffalo Bills are the boogeyman. The Bills are the same team that hoist the reigning MVP, despite that should have been Lamar Jackson's trophy, the reigning MVP in Josh Allen, who strikes so much fear into Tua Tagovailoa's heart that he was praising him and heralding how great this man is and how he can do the unthinkable before their first matchup. This was the perfect stance because also for the Bills, it was a game they needed to win. It's a divisional game in the midst of a two-man race for the top of the AFC East where the Patriots have been throwing haymakers and already have a the head-to-head win over the Bills already. Like, it wasn't like this is one of those the Bills didn't wake up for this thing. No. The Bills wanted it. They needed it. You could tell by Josh Allen's expression on the sideline that he was absolutely destitute. He was out of answers and out of luck. The Bills didn't get a first down until the third quarter. Josh Allen was getting shut down by a Dolphins team that just sold off their best pass rusher. It was incredible to watch. And you know what? Another thing about it, C-Cat, it reignited in some people, and we're going to get to my top 5 takeaways on this Top 5 Tuesday. It reignited some joy, some hope, a bit of pride into a fan base that was literally at its wit's end. That was the most important part of all of it. We're going to get to a top 5 takeaways from Bills-Dolphins, 30-13. We wanted to do it yesterday, but the Dayball News kind of took over the show. That, to me, is so invaluable to give a spark back to your home fans, especially to do it at your home stadium and to do it against the boogeyman across the way. That was incredible.
Anyone who went to Hard Rock to watch that game felt vindicated. Like, okay, this is why you ride or die with your team. This is why you never give up, because they can give you moments like that even though it means nothing for the postseason possibilities, obviously the Dolphins are out of it, and it means nothing for really the future going forward in terms of the players maybe, even though A-Chain had a great game.
Oh, he was electric. Great is an understatement. 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was everything.
This is why you fan.
Yeah.
This is why you fan, and this is why there are 32 teams in the NFL that have diehard fans, because everyone has their day. Any Dolphins fan who maybe rightfully gave up on this team and took any emotional stake, any emotional skin in the game when it comes to Dolphins NFL Sundays, anyone who removed themselves and disassociated with that team for the end of this season regretted not watching.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, ooh, I wish I watched that game.
They missed it.
They beat the Bills. Exactly. They missed the high point of the Dolphins season.
Yeah.
That's why you're a fan. Yeah.
This was the Dolphins Super Bowl. And I don't say – a lot of times when I talk about the Dolphins, people criticize me and say that I am being condescending and say that I am like talking tongue-in-cheek about their favorite team. No. I'm kind of just being honest and being real. I don't hate the Dolphins. I don't love the Dolphins. I want them to do well because we cover them and we talk about them, and it's more fun when they're fun. So I'm rooting for you guys to enjoy your Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays. By the way, did not enjoy this past Monday. Last night's game felt like a Thursday night football game. That's 2 straight stinkers in prime time between the Thursday night game that we had the top of the Week 10 and the way that we finished it. As good as Week 10 was as an NFL whole, Thursday and Monday, the open and the close, both we could have done without. So not talking much Eagles-Packers here, if that's what you came to theoretically speaking for today. Sorry. Congrats to the Eagles for getting the win. Back to the Dolphins. This was their Super Bowl for the year. The general manager already got fired. Mike McDaniel is coaching for his job week in and week out at this point, and he inspired the fans. He proved to his owner, Stephen Ross, that he could get over that hump, get that chip off his shoulder, get that monkey off his back. And we have our guy L in the YouTube chat at ESPN South Florida. We got L saying, Theo, that's disrespectful. Quote, this is their Super Bowl. He's laughing. L thinks this is funny. Well, guess what, L? If it's disrespectful for me to say that this was the Dolphins Super Bowl, is it more disrespectful to say that the Bills already won their Super Bowl last week? That's what I feel. Both of these teams in consecutive weeks won their Super Bowl. The Bills beating the Dolphins, that is going to be the high point of their year. That is going to be the thing that sets back a divisional rival. They played spoiler. They also proved that they have fight in them and that they're going to play for their head coach. The Bills last week, they rode an emotional high because they thought the Bills Mafia is back because they got to win over the Chiefs. And that's what they do in the regular season. That's their Super Bowl. When Josh Allen gets to face Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, it brings out the best in them. That was it, and he won. And congratulations. We know how this story is going to end. For the Dolphins, that was your Super Bowl, and I will say congratulations because you won it. You have to celebrate the small wins. You do have to celebrate the small wins. We're going to do a Top 5 Tuesday here of Top 5 takeaways from Dolphins Bills. Before we do that, I want to get your takeaway. What is your number one takeaway from Dolphins v. Bills? Let us know on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776, preferably Dolphins fans, but I'll take anyone who has a strong feel on what you took away from Dolphins Bills as the Fins win 30-13.
Couple Bills bars down here, and they wouldn't be supported without some fans from Western New York.
Of course. There's a lot of Buffalo love out this way.
Oh yeah, we saw them, and maybe someone on the Dolphins staff saw them at Elbow Room.
We're gonna get to that. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Call into the Baptist Health Hotline and welcome to being treated like a pro. The Dolphins, they treated the Bills like unwanted house guests. They ragged all them boys. At Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, no, they treat you well. They don't treat you like an amateur. They don't treat you like somebody that just has hobbies and activities and not professional sports to get back to. They welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. The ones you watch on Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. The ones you watch on the hardwood, in basketball, on the ice, in hockey. No, Baptist Health, they treat the pros with their expert level care, and they'll give you that same level of care to get you back to the life and the activities that you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. That's baptisthealth.net/ortho. Welcome to being treated like a pro. 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. We tip things off here on a Top 5 Tuesday with Roosevelt in West Palm Beach. Roosevelt, before we get going, I have to know where you stand here. Are you a Dolphins fan?
Born into it, my friend. 41 years a Dolphins fan.
Well, you know what? We love that for you. Congratulations. I guess because you just won your Super Bowl. You won your Super Bowl this year by beating the Bills in Week 10. Do you take that as offensive, or do you agree that this was a huge win for the Dolphins this year?
So you guys are looking at it from a different side. As a lifelong fan and witnessing 20-plus years of missing playoffs, all this did was give us a terrible draft pick.
Oh, Roosevelt!
Win, cool, but really we shouldn't have won the game, to be honest. Like, this just puts us in purgatory like we've been in.
You know what?
We'll get a high 20, high 15, pick a lineman, trade him after 2 years, and then we'll be in the same position.
I'm glad you called in, Roosevelt. I really am glad you called in because I was kind of, picking up what Theo was putting down. But again, Roosevelt, you said it best. The perspective is Theo's, where Theo's not a Dolphins fan. So Theo, if he was in your shoes, Theo's Mr. Tank for next year guy.
Yeah.
And Roosevelt, I think you might be right here, where it doesn't look like Tua's the long-term answer if you were to ask anybody right now. So, yeah, I think that the Dolphins would like better draft capital in exchange for a meaningless, in the grand scheme of things, Week 10 win, right?
That's not meaningless.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it means something. Obviously, we'd like to beat a division rival, but, I mean, let's be honest. Our management is not the best track record. We don't have well-put positional players right now. I mean, honestly, get rid of everybody. Get rid of Reek, get rid of Waddle. Let's get all new guys in. Let's do what the Lions did 4 or 5 years ago.
Buy or sell. You know what, Roosevelt? I'm not mad at you about that. I appreciate the call. You are good people, and I'm not against what you're saying. I am pro-tank, especially when you are a team that knows your season is over. Improve your draft, your draft status, get the highest pick you can, and that way you can improve your team. But like Roosevelt just said, I don't think it matters where the Dolphins are picking. They're going to screw that thing up anyways. What are we talking about?
Well, that's unfair.
The Heat draft well. I say that for the Heat because I know they draft well. The Dolphins don't draft well, so you know what? Screw it.
But you got to think about how many Dolphins season ticket holders there are.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
You got to give them.
I have buddies that are season ticket holders.
You gave them that, Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football against the Jets.
Yeah. You're talking about Monday night. Yeah, that was Monday night against the Jets.
They gave them that Monday Night Football win against the Jets at home. Thanks for being fans. Thanks for giving us your money to watch Dolphins football. Here's the win against a divisional opponent. And you know what? Here's one that you didn't expect you were going to get against the Bills.
But what do teams do after they win the Super Bowl, though, C-Cat?
They raise their prices.
No, they go on vacation.
Oh.
I am not advocating for the Dolphins to turn their season around and win out enough to make them on the precipice of the playoffs, but not really, and picking the 15 to 20 range. No. Now you got me wrong, Roosevelt, and all other Dolphins fans that are listening. What I'm saying is you just won the last game on your calendar that you needed to win. You just won the Super Bowl. Congratulations. Celebrate. In fact, C-Cat, what is the tradition that we do here in South Florida for our professional sports teams after you win the Super Bowl? Where do people like to go and hang out at, as according to our Florida Panthers?
Where?
The Elbow Room.
Oh, that's right.
And Mike McDaniel, following winning his Super Bowl, he, by the way, lives in the area around where the Elbow Room is, was allegedly spotted outside of the Elbow Room, window down, arm hanging out of the window, peering over at the Elbow Room's fan base. Because a little known fact about the Elbow Room, when it's not the celebratory spot for the Florida Panthers following Stanley Cup championship wins, it's actually a hangout spot for Buffalo Bills fans when Buffalo comes to town. Do we have Mike McDaniel responding to the allegations? Because there's a picture on Twitter of him right outside of Elbow Room staring down Bills fans and Bills Mafia. Here is Mike McDaniel clarifying whether or not it was actually him.
Well, that's why I like the good old days, the throwbacks of yore where you could trust, the internet and the images, because it is pretty detailed. I do live in that area, but I mean, AI, right? So that doesn't answer the question. What?
Was that you? So are you confirming or denying?
I mean, I live in that area. AI is real. That's what I got for you.
Okay. That was him, right? Like, that's what we take away from that?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely him. Mike McDaniel definitely went over to taunt Bills fans at Elbow Room in Fort Lauderdale.
I like that. Like, you might not even be long for this job. And again, that's why, look, you don't do that kind of thing if it didn't matter to you in a very hearty way. You don't do that kind of thing also if you are a person who feels you are bigger than that moment. It is a regular season win for a team that is not going to make the playoffs. But it happened against the Bills, who have trashed you, who have talked down on you, who make fun of you, who ridicule you, do we have James Cook? James Cook was on a DraftKings show. James Cook, running back for the Bills, South Florida native. You may know him from his older brother, Dalvin Cook. Yeah, that same James Cook. He's one of the most prolific backs in the NFL. He is the heart and soul of that Bills offense outside of Josh Allen. As he goes, the Bills go. Well, in this game, James Cook got cooked. The Bills bottled him up. They forced a pivotal fumble on him that really shut the Bills' chances out from being able to come back. That was a big gain he had, and that fumble turned the thing back around in the Dolphins' favor. So he was really one of the GOATs in a negative way of the Dolphins-Bills game. Here was James Cook earlier this year on a DraftKings podcast, I believe, talking about the Dolphins. Now, mind you, before we play this, he did not say the Dolphins were trash, but he was asked a question that led him into answering with the Miami Dolphins. So I want you to hear specifically what the host asks James Cook and his response to the answer, which tells you exactly what he thinks about Tua Tagovailoa, that Dolphins defense, and everything that comes in and around Miami Gardens Hard Rock Stadium.
How well does James Cook know James Cook? What was the first game in your career you rushed for more than 100 yards? You remember? Big game.
Give me a hint.
This team is trash.
The Dolphins?
Immediately.
No.
And it wasn't even the Dolphins. It was the Browns. He went straight for the Fins.
Yeah.
This team is trash, the Dolphins.
Word association game. Like you were, if you were a psychologist, like, Theo, what does trash mean to you? Dolphins. Bang. Immediately.
And on the other side of the ball, Devon Achane, 22 carries, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Cook, 13 carries, 53 yards. If you think that the Papa shot in the locker room wasn't replaced by this quote from James Cook in that locker room, then you are gravely mistaken. I think the Dolphins took this one personally. I believe that they did view this as a must-win game, a game they had to show out and play hard in, and they did just that. 30-13. They don't need to win another game rest of season. Before I give my top 5 takeaways, because I do want to get a top 5 Tuesday in here, let's look at what the Dolphins have going forward. You have the game in Madrid against the Commanders. All right, lose it somehow, some way, and blame it on jet lag. That is my game plan for Miami if they want to figure out how to get out, because they should beat the Commanders at this point.
Yes, they definitely should. They are 2.5-point favorites. Daniels won't be playing in that game.
Yeah, but you can't win that game. This is a game this is an excusable loss because you can always blame it on jet lag, blame it on the trip. Then you're back home against the New Orleans Saints. This, as much as the Bills was a must win, this is a must lose.
After the bye.
After the bye on November 30th. Because you are going up against the Saints, who are, technically speaking, you're one game ahead of in the standings, but you're one game back at them in the Tankathon standings. So the Saints are a 2-win team. The Dolphins are a 3-win team. You lose that game, they have the head-to-head over you, and you both have 3 wins, and you are in great standing to get the number 1 overall pick. So, again, that's why the Bills game can be your Super Bowl, because you can win that, have 3 wins, and still be well-positioned. Oh, who's that after the Saints? Is that the New York Jets on the road? Are we talking about a December 7th game at the Meadowlands? If that's not an excusable loss, I don't know what is. This is what the Dolphins do.
Is Aaron Glenn going to be the head coach at that point?
Yeah, he is. I think Aaron Glenn finishes the season with the Jets.
They did recommit to him, if I recall correctly, after last week's game.
Plus, the Jets screwed up by beating the Browns last week. So the Jets are another 2. So now you have back-to-back games against 2-win teams, and you're a 3-win team. All right? Here's the thing. I'm giving you the game plan. I'm giving you the roadmap, Dolphins fans. And I hope you're listening, Stephen Ross, Mike McDaniel, a champ, new interim GM. I hope you're listening. This is the game plan. You're at the Jets. It's cold. Just trot Tua out there, do what you always do, and lose that game in December. All right? No disrespect, but I'm talking about things that you already do anyways. It's your character. Next week, at the Steelers. I believe this is a short week as well. I think the Steelers game is a Thursday night
It's
football.
a Monday.
Oh, it's a Monday.
The Steelers always win at home on Monday Night Football. That is a loss already.
It's Monday Night Football?
Yeah, December 15th.
Okay. At the Steelers, it'll be cold again. Excusable loss. Nobody will blink. You're not going to get investigated by the FBI. Trust me. You come back home, you play against the Bengals December 21st. Joe Burrow's going to be back, right?
Yeah, it'll be post-Thanksgiving. He said Thanksgiving-ish in terms of Joe Burrow's return. He'll be playing.
Joe Burrow will be back. He'll be warm. It is Sunday Night Football. It is prime time at Cincinnati. They're going to be doing all of the Joe Burrow stories, and America's going to be so wrapped up in the celebratory, oh, my God, Joe Burrow, he's back in prime time.
Run the table.
He cares. Run the table. Remember last year, their stretch at the back end when they tried to get into the playoffs?
He was an over's dream.
This is it. This is it right here. Perfect scenario. Matter of fact, losing a shootout, nobody's going to blame you. Fantasy football managers are going to love you. The nation will love you for putting on a good display on Sunday Night Football. Perfect. So now you're still a 3-win team, and you have the tiebreak.
Sunday Night Football is notorious for the gamblers out there for the get back, right? Oh,
yes.
I lost big in the 1 o'clock slate. Oh, I lost again in the 4 o'clock slate. Let's chase this to high hell. Bet the over and root for points.
That is going to be such a Bengals-Dolphins. So that is going to be – the over is going to be like – that's 90% of the public. Last 2 games of the season, reminder, still a 3-win team, still positioned right now for the number 1 pick. Last 2 games of the season, the Buccaneers at home. Guess what? The Bucs at that point, they should be needing that game to lock up the NFC South.
Yeah, we saw the
17.
Eagles get a win last night.
Yeah.
There is going to be a number 1 seed race.
I like that game for the Buccaneers. You don't even again, these are games I don't even need you to tank. The tanking comes earlier. It's Saints Jets that you got to focus on, and the Commanders in Spain. If you can get these next 3 games down, the rest of the schedule takes care of itself because you end the season at Foxborough against the New England Patriots, who likely, if the Bills get their stuff together, if you didn't break their spirit with that win, because Josh Allen does look broken if you see the images from the sideline, they likely will need to win that Week 18 game to ensure the division crown. And maybe even at that point, as easy as the Patriots schedule is, that might be a game for the number 1 seed. They're 8-2.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like we tried to write off the number 1 seed to the Colts at one point. No. They're tied atop the AFC right now.
So, Theo, you started this show in this segment talking about how big of a win this was for the Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
How this was a Super Bowl of the season win for the Miami Dolphins, but now you're saying they need to try to lose out.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly how Super Bowls work, though. When you win the Super Bowl, you go on vacation.
Season's over.
Season's
Can they
over.
bring the pop shop back?
Yes. Yes.
All right, good.
Bring the Papa Shot back. You know who else is undefeated since taking video games out of their locker room?
Who?
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Baltimore Ravens. Since Lamar Jackson said, get them damn video games and TV screens out of here, they've won 3 straight.
So, and that is definitely causation, not correlation. Nothing else has changed in the past 2 weeks with the Baltimore Ravens except for
video games.
Video games being removed from the locker room.
Yeah. I guess Patrick Ricard came back too, I guess.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just my solution for the Miami Dolphins. The only issue you're going to have is the Browns also have 2 wins, and you don't play them again. But they have the Titans. So the Browns and the Titans play each other, so one of them has to win.
The Browns are going to win a game they shouldn't.
Yeah, they are.
That's going to happen.
You know when it's going to be? Week 18 at the Bengals. That's going to be how the Bengals miss the playoffs. The Bengals are going to get this close to winning, to making the playoffs, and it's going to be Shedeur Sanders versus Joe Burrow. And somehow, some way, Kevin Stefanski's going to coach that team into a win that they had no business getting. That's exactly how the season ends.
In Cincinnati, there'll be snow falling.
That's going to be a beauty. That is going to be a beauty, and it's going to be a hate watch for so many around the nation. Man, that was fun. That's the Dolphins' roadmap to success. If you're listening, Stephen Ross, and you need a new general manager, is that not me perfectly aligning you to get Fernando Mendoza with the number 1 overall pick?
You are talking to Stephen Ross right now, like Michael Scott did when he was invited to speak to the shareholders of Dunder Mifflin. And while they're walking off stage to booze, he goes, you know what? No, we're going to come back with a 10-step plan.
Yes.
You just gave him step 2, 3, 4 of the 10-step plan because step 1 was removing Chris Greer.
That was. And I will say this. When they complete this plan, I want credit. Mark the day. It's Veterans Day. It's November 11th. So I do want credit. We're going to revisit this. That's your roadmap to the number 1 pick, and you still won the Super Bowl against the Bills.
It's big.
That's
Print
what I'm
the
saying.
T-shirts.
Yeah, really? Drop a banner. Hey, you know what? The real Boca Bowl, not a Super Bowl, but the Boca Bowl is pretty much like the Super Bowl for us in Palm Beach County for college sports. We have that December 23rd.
Yeah, it's great. It's right to the holidays.
2 o'clock kickoff, 2 days before Christmas. It is going to be a beauty, and it's going to be 2 of the best Group of 5 teams in college football duking it out right at Flagler Credit Union Stadium at FAU with Howard Schnellenberger pointing over with that statue right out front, man. It's going to be a beauty. I'll be the in-arena host for that game, so I'll get the crowd popping. But the teams will be the show, and the biggest thing about the Boca Raton Bowl is that it is a party. It is a absolute, it's a showcase of some of the best of Palm Beach County because it's in the midst of December. People come down from these cold area places, and they enjoy our area, and they kick it with us, and we celebrate, and we party, and we watch some good football.
You're going to have everyone from ESPN West Palm there partying for 3 straight hours, both on the air and off the air from 10 to 1 p.m. I just saw the schedule. We've got you, me, Russo, Rizzo, Tina, all in one melting pot of radio programming extravaganza.
So pull up on us. BocaRatonBowl.com. BocaRatonBowl.com to find out more about the tickets, the dates, to stay tuned with who's going to be called in to play in the Boca Raton. BocaRatonBowl.com. Get your tickets. Mark your calendars, December 23rd at 2 p.m. On the other side, we have a get-around. We have to get to also what happened at Kaseya Center last night. Talk about Miami teams exercising demons. The Heat last year had the largest lopsided series loss in the history of the NBA postseason to the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is how last season ended. This year has been a revelation, and last night, it validated a lot of my feelings about what this Heat team can be and what they will be this year with what they did against those Cavs at home.
Had me yelling in the sports bar.
Woo!
Yelling.
Had you screaming
by
about
myself.
2 teams you don't care about.
Ow!
That was the kind of finish we had, and it was electric. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMITTED.
It's a Twin Peaks Tuesday. Twin Peaks, the ultimate sports lodge for eats, drinks, and scenic views. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, and when it comes to the NBA, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I want it all. Wednesday, the Heat take on the Cavs at the Kaseya Center. Expect fireworks and South Beach energy all night. Coverage starts at 7 right here on ESPN 106.3.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!" Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Come to Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, where we're changing the game. No pushy salespeople, just friendly product specialists on salary, ready to help you find your perfect Kia. During the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select new Kias. We even put the factory invoice right on the windshield so you can see exactly what you're saving. No back and forth, just one manager from start to finish for a smooth, easy process. We'll handle your paperwork, transfer your tag and insurance, and even schedule a post-delivery review to walk you through your new features on your time. Can't make it in? We'll bring the test drive to you. So don't wait. Visit Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach today. No hassle, no pressure, just the perfect car for you. Online at GreenwayKiaWestPalmBeach.com.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approval through KFA stock number SG005991. MSRP $45,235 plus tax, tag, and $9.99 admin fee. Discount includes all Kia factory rebates to dealer. Offers don't combine. Expires 1/5/26.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
C-Cat, I'm all the way out on Fran Brown.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. He's lost me.
I saw two clips from him at the Syracuse-Miami game. One involving a fan, another involving a folk hero, or really just a hero from Hurricane football history.
So, number one, he let it out to a reporter. He let it out on a broadcast that he felt Miami was ready to quit, that Syracuse had Miami ready to quit at halftime. By the way, the Canes tapped that ass 38-10. Also, after the game, alluding to what you're talking about, I'm done with the whole fake tough guy thing he's doing. It's so fake. It's such a facade, such a fake tough guy that Fran Brown. And I'm not questioning how tough he is.
Come on now, Glass House. No, as a Miami Hurricanes fan, in terms of the appearance that a college football head coach is trying to give the world with Mario Cristobal.
Cristobal is not. Fran Brown threatened Michael Irvin after the game. Told him, "Don't get used to this." What the hell does Michael Irvin have to do with this? Michael Irvin tried to dap you up after the game like, "Good game, coach. It's all good." Hey, don't get used to this. Tried to stare him. What are you barking at him for after the game? Maybe he's saying don't get used to this because he's about to lose his job. Like, I won't be here next year, so don't get used to this. What? Get used to what? What is Michael Irvin doing? Celebrating?
Yeah, he's a little bit loud.
Mr. I don't take showers after games I lose.
That's a good move.
I mean, not this year. They've lost every game.
That's okay.
It's been terrible Sunday mornings at the Brown household. I'm done with Fran Brown. But you know what? Fran Brown, Mr. Not taking showers after every game, I bet you he would if he
Hey, Culligan man!
He had Culligan water in that shower system.
hard to resist.
Come on now.
When you know what you're going home to is the best of the best in terms of water.
Yes. That hard water is rough. Soft water, good. Culligan can hook up your shower system and get you those minerals out of your water so that you are experiencing a much better wash. And you know the holidays are stressful enough as it is. Let the experts at Culligan worry about your water so you don't have to. Or fellas, if you're still looking for a gift for your special lady, trust me, getting a Culligan water system will help you out. Snowbirds are coming back, right? It's time to trade in those coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen and make sure that you have your home ready for company. But before the family arrives and the toast gets going, I need to make sure that water in your house is good. I'm not just talking about the hard water. I'm also talking about the drinking water. Get that reverse osmosis system. Get both like I have and experience a much better way of life. They're going to be asking you like, man, how you got it so pristine in here? Why I feel so refreshed in this house? You know why.
Hey, Culligan man.
Schedule your free water test today. See how they can help you. See what's in your water. Visit Culligan.com. That's Culligan.com.
Hey, Culligan man.
Yeah, Fran is Fran. I'm out. I'm all the way out on Fran. I wish him well. I'm done with it. After beating Miami last year, I did it for you, Dabo. Why? Why did you do it for another dude in your conference? It's just weird.
Maybe that was tongue in cheek.
It wasn't. It wasn't. He literally did that for Dabo. That was dorky. And Brandon in the YouTube chat at ESPN South Florida says, yeah, dude is cringe. Fran Brown is cringe, bro. And I thought I was going to like him as a head football coach. And there's certain moments I have liked.
He kind of is cringe.
What was the podcast? We played that sound here.
He
on
talked
Theoretically
about
Speaking.
how, yes, Fran Brown was discussing opposing head coaches tampering with his players, recruiting his players in the NIL age to transfer to their schools.
Yeah.
And he likened it to, yeah, I know I have a hot wife. And we're like, well, what? Okay.
And then he's like,
I take it as a compliment.
Then he also talked about how like he going like, well, I'm gonna see you, like, yeah, like I get in their face.
True.
Yeah, he started acting like he.
He's gonna press these head coaches when they see him in person at these meetings and such.
And you saw the picture, the still image of Mario Cristobal when they dapped up after the game. Mario peering into his eyes, looking him dead, and Fran peering away with the handshake. What happened, Mr. Alpha Male? What happened? That's all I want to know. Fake tough guy, real tough guy.
Oh, okay.
What you saying?
I think Theo is the first person in line to use the word glaze when it comes to me. and we've got Senor Glaze sitting across from me right now when it comes to Mario Cristobal.
I'm not glazing Cristobal right now. I'm just saying he checked the temperature on that. If it was so on site, then what happened right there? What happened right there after the game? You went and found Michael Irvin. He dapped up Mario Cristobal. That's all. You see Michael Irvin. Hey, don't get used to this. All right? Playmaker, if that's what your name is. Yo, what is that? I'm glad they caught that on camera, by the way. All right, let's take a trip, man. Let's take a trip.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Safebound Get Around. We got to get city to city on a day like today. We got so much to get to in the world of sports. I can't wait. So why wait?
Next stop.
We are going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Because for the first time in 20 years, a Saturday edition of College Game Day will be live from Pittsburgh, Notre Dame.
Nice.
And yes, you might see Notre Dame play a lot of ACC schools in their past, despite not being a part of that conference as a part of an agreement that Notre Dame did made. But this is not a conference game. And in fact, when asked whether or not this is a must-win game for Pittsburgh head coach Pat Narduzzi, here's how he answered that question to the media.
Absolutely not. It is not an ACC game. I'm glad you brought that up. It is not an ACC game. I gladly get beat 103 or 110 to 10 in that game. They can put 100 up on us as long as we win the next two after that. But again, our focus is on Notre Dame and getting as many wins as we can.
That was garbage. That's good. Pat Narduzzi heard the words that came out of his mouth in the first 18 seconds of that sound clip and then realized what he had just said.
He said we could get beat 100. They could put 110 on us. I don't give a damn.
That is not. This is an AI world we live in right now, where you have to second guess everything you hear or see. I need people to hear that again, because it is completely and 100% undoctored, edited, selectively cut. That was Pat Narduzzi's answer to the question, which is kind of an unfair one. Pittsburgh's not in the spot that Notre Dame is in right now. So using the word must win, I think he's correct in that this is not a must-win game.
But every
for
game's
Pat
a must-win game if you're the
Pitt.
head coach of the football team, though. Don't give him that out. Every game. It's football. We're talking about American tackle football. You can't be talking about, it's all good. We can just roll out there and get beat.
Absolutely not. It is not an ACC game. I'm glad you brought that up. It's not an ACC game. I gladly get beat 103 or 110 to 10 in that game. They can put 100 up on us as long as we win the next two after that. But again, our focus is on Notre Dame and getting as many wins as we can, one at a time.
That is maybe, in a day and age where we have so many clips, video, we have access to a lot of people. That might be the craziest thing that I've heard this football season.
I wouldn't have believed it. Like, that's one of those, if you saw it on a quote graphic, you have to go watch the video afterwards?
Yes.
Because you're like, wait, no, I need to not just hear him. I have to see him say this.
Yeah, NBA Centel, of course.
And Pat Narduzzi is like, he's not the guy I would have expected this from. He can be a little, not quirky.
He's spiky.
He's a little different. He's different.
I'm a Penn State football fan, so that is Pitt's 1A rival with West Virginia. They really have a little brother mentality. So I get a fair taste of what Pat Narduzzi has to say and how angry he can be towards a rival school.
Good choice of words there.
Yeah. Had to come from behind.
Hey, up.
Dang it.
And then you
stopped.
failed. Yeah.
He can be very spiky, but he chose to completely roll over and pet my 3 times. He said they can beat us by 100.
That was weird. It was actually kind of strange.
He would be happy
he said I would
get beat by 100.
It doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't make sense. There's so many ways to answer it, and I think he picked the one way not to. It's almost like he lost all of his media training. He just started getting way too honest.
Miami can relate because they had Notre Dame on the schedule this year.
That's true. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's not an ACC game.
I guess I forgot. You're right. Head-to-head games against Notre Dame are not must-win because it doesn't matter if you win. The selection committee is not going to value it anyways. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's an exhibition for Notre Dame and for you. It doesn't count positively towards you or negatively towards them. It just doesn't matter. Now I understand Pat Narduzzi.
Stop.
We are going to the NFL. We're going to Green Bay, Wisconsin, because last night the Eagles got the win in a rock fight. If you missed the game, you're better off. Wasn't really worth watching. Eagles 10, Packers 7. Here's what Josh Jacobs, running back for the Packers, had to say after a disappointing loss for what many consider to be an NFC contender in 2025. All right.
As a runner, it don't never feel good. I mean, whenever they know what we doing, they don't never feel good because it changed my mind on how I'm going to run the ball, if we just being honest. It makes me kind of like guess what I'm going to do. And obviously, people are smart. If we got cold words or whatever, you hear it a few times, like you going to eventually react to it. That's football, but yeah, it's never a good feeling.
How did it change the way you ran on that?
They called it out. We called our play. They said inside zone, it's coming right here. So I kind of didn't want to run right there, but yeah, that's just how I played out.
The NFL says, hold my beer, MLB. We've got a sign stealing problem.
Well, the issue is it's not even the signs, it's the actual audible check.
Right.
That
they're tipping their pitches.
Yeah,
it's encouraged in baseball. If you see that a pitcher has his fingers a certain way on the baseball, on the seams in his mitt, He's showing it's a curveball, so you know what? I'm going to sit on a curveball. If it looks like the Packers are going to run an inside zone to this gap right here, I'm going to jump on that gap right there.
Did you hear the audio from the actual – it's hard to hear, so there's no need in playing it, but did you actually hear it? Because you could hear it on the broadcast. I forget what defensive lineman it was from the Eagles, but he said, inside zone is coming right here. And then the Packers hiked the ball, and the Eagles blew it up in the backfield. And he was hesitant. Like when you could watch Josh Jacobs as he like tiptoes with the football, he was hesitant because it almost is like, I don't blame him for being hesitant. I don't blame him for being ticked off that they were tipped off to what they were running. I can blame him for being this brutally honest in the press conference afterwards to say that it got to him, because that's showing a bit of vulnerability that you wouldn't want your future opponents to know.
Yeah.
Because now they're going to start trying you with that here and there, especially in key spots. And boy, was that embarrassing. I don't know. It's less embarrassing for Josh Jacobs because what is he supposed to do in that spot? It's more embarrassing for Jordan Love and whatever other, I don't know the intricacies of the Packers play calling system, but whatever their calls were that got picked up that easily by the Eagles, it's embarrassing for whoever set that whole situation up because they set them up for failure.
What did you take away from that game outside of this individual, takeaway? Packers get the loss 10-7 to the Eagles.
If I took away anything, it would have had to have been boredom.
Next stop.
I hate that Eagles offense.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Cleveland.
Packers suck too.
Cleveland, Ohio, because over the weekend, in case you missed it in baseball,
suck to watch it.
Cleveland pitchers Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz were indicted in U.S. District Court in Brooklyn on charges that they took bribes from sports bettors to throw certain types of pitches, a.k.a. first pitch of the ninth inning to be a ball. And you see Clase, Ortiz just spiked the ball with a very uncompetitive, and when you know the information that you know, it looks like they did it on purpose.
Wow.
The paper trail's there. The irregular betting trends are there. And as a response for that, Major League Baseball has said its authorized gaming operators will put a cap, will limit the amount that you can bet on individual pitches at $200 and exclude them from parlays a day after two Cleveland Guardians were indicted and accused of rigging those pitches at the behest of gamblers.
All right, so if we caught two pitchers, how widespread do you feel this is? Because this is the same way I feel about the NBA scandal, the same way I feel about the NFL and every other sporting league. If you caught two, congratulations, make an example out of them, change the rules around. You have a greater problem on your hands, and it starts with the prop bets. So now that gambling has infiltrated the world of sports, and I'm not going to say whether it's good nor bad because I'm not going to offend any partners. Now that gambling is infiltrated sports and is lockstep with all of the leagues and everybody's well educated on it and people know how they can help win money for friends or themselves, it is a beast that is more wild than even the world of the NIL and transfer portal and more unregulated when you think about the amount of people that can be influencing little bitty lines like this than we could ever get a grasp on. So baseball has its scandals, football has its scandals, college football has its scandals. That's why here in Florida you can't bet on like prop bets with college football players or college athletics.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a different takeaway. You use the word it's less regulated than the NIL stuff. I think the further and further we get into this whole new world of sports gambling being a partner of the sports leagues, it's getting more and more regulated. It's getting more and more on our radar. And so, like I mentioned before, there were irregular bets. Like, why is someone thinking that it's a $100,000 bet on Class A to throw a ball for the first pitch of a Tuesday regular season game in June?
Yeah.
That seems a little bit odd. Let's look into that. That flag was raised on a legal sports book. If you can't do that legally anymore, you do not have those flags raised. Illegal sports books won't go, hey, Major League Baseball, you should know about this.
Yeah.
No, because they're in illegal, offshore, maybe in the Bermuda, sports book. The tipped off bettors likely didn't place their bets legally, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
I were to guess that the bettors that were making these prop bets that knew that Class A, it was tipped off by Class A was going to throw a ball, were making their bets illegally. but someone around, someone in the orbit, someone in the room with the illegal gambler and Class A picked up on that and made a legal sports bet that was very high, and that's who got caught, and that's what's burning the whole thing down. I say all of that to say this: the more we legalize sports gambling, the more opportunity that we have to catch the illegal practicing, the shaving of the points. I think it's very good for the league and better for the integrity that we can shine a spotlight on the guys like allegedly Class A, allegedly Ortiz, allegedly Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups. It's good that sports betting is legal in many, many places right now because we will be able to catch these guys more often and remove the cancer from the league.
I agree with you that the legalization and the further regulation of it is what's causing us to catch the bad apples. My issue, and what I'm saying is, just because you caught 2, don't mean it's not 20 more still doing things actively, and people that are doing it in a much more smarter or innovative way. And that's the issue that I have. Not issue that I have, but that's the point I'm making is you caught the idiot who threw the ball into the dirt while he also alluded and told other people via apparently a paper trail.
Yeah, text messages.
Yeah, that he was going to throw a ball as the first pitch of the 9th inning. That right there is bottom barrel. Like, that is so easy.
And did you see how much money was given to Class A and Ortiz? You didn't see this?
No.
$5,000.
That's not worth it.
Yeah.
But again,
these are multi-million-dollar contracts and careers they're burning to the ground and going to face jail time if they are convicted.
And this is all alleged. But what I'm saying, and not to disparage these guys, I don't know what their situation was. I don't know if there was anything else going on extracurricular around this.
Sure, they could have collateral held against them that we don't know about. Right. Very nefarious things.
Yeah, it's all kind of stuff going on, especially when we saw from the NBA gambling scandal that there's multiple mob families involved in it as well. You don't know what the external pressures were. All I'm going to say is the execution of these plans for Rozier, allegedly, for Jonte Porter, not allegedly because he pled guilty, and for the many other ones that we've caught, the execution of them have been so idiotic, so plainly stupid, so obvious, and so easy to find out that I think that there's more intricate things going on that we won't find out about or that we haven't found out about yet. And it's going to be harder and harder to police these things the more things that you give people options to bet on. You shouldn't be able to bet on first pitch of the 9th inning ball or strike anyways. What the hell are we doing? It's getting way too deep.
Yeah.
It's getting way too deep.
The thing is, if you outlaw it and cap it,
I know
it'll just happen illegally and it'll be harder to police.
I'm just saying, like, that's why it's again, as Brandon said in the YouTube chat, the toothpaste is out of the tube. We'll see how they figure it out. Good thing for you and I, C-Cat, we don't have to. And that was the safe bound get around. It's not our job. It's our job to talk about it as it plays out, but we don't have to figure it out. We're going to leave that to the folks that get paid lots of money not to throw games, but to prevent games from being thrown. That must be a hell of a job. To be an
investigator?
That must be kind of fun, right? Like, to imagine this, right? Being in those circles, in that group chat, in that room where y'all are figuring this out, and you're like, okay, wait, they bet how much on Class A first pitch? No, and it hit? Okay, let's go back and watch the pitch.
I don't know. It feels like a lot of document reading.
No, I'm saying, like, imagine the moment in the room when you're all sitting around the video to go back and review the pitch that won the better $100,000, and you see him throw it into the dirt, and you're like, my God.
I don't know, because then you get just eternally corrupted in how you watch sports. Like, I talked about this with Terry Rozier.
You talked to Terry Rozier about this?
I'm sorry, no. Did I say that? I guess I did just say that.
I know what you meant.
I talked about this when the Terry Rozier news dropped.
Yeah.
We will forever watch sports with an altered viewpoint, a corrupted viewpoint that any bad play made, you have an inkling in the back of your head that person did it on purpose.
Yeah.
And that's why I will never forgive guys like Jonte Porter, Terry Rozier, and now Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz for their alleged offenses. It just corrupts the entire world of sports.
It's the integrity of the game. That's what everybody's trying to protect, is the integrity of the game. The reason these games matter so much to people is because you believe that they are happening on a fair playing field, and the reason people like gambling is because they think that they actually have a chance at winning. If you figure out both of those are not true, you're going to be very deeply disheartened. More theoretically speaking on the other side on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. We are a Florida civil trial law firm that specializes in the areas of personal injury and wrongful death. Our offices are located in Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie. Our lawyers have litigated thousands of matters at the Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River County courthouses. Our lawyers, paralegals, and other numerous members of our legal team live in Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast cities and towns such as West Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie, Lake Worth, Palm Beach Gardens, Palm City, Jupiter, and others just like you and your families. We are a statewide recognized law firm, but it is your community and your families that we is when we know that our legal power has helped a fellow member of our Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast community secure a fair and just huge result. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com, pbhnphysiciangroup.com, to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
College basketball is coming to Sunrise. Catch a thrilling doubleheader at the 2025 AutoNation Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. Be there at Amerant Bank Arena on Saturday, December 13th as the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, take on George Washington, and the Florida State Seminoles battle the UMass Minutemen. Tip-off is at noon. Bring the whole family and enjoy the pregame party on the plaza. One ticket, 2 college basketball matchups. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at orangebowl.org.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Mike Rizzo here with the Sports Business Minute, presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. 10 million subscribers subscribe to YouTube TV every single month to be able to watch all the sports games. It's usually the one-stop shop where you get all the big networks. Well, that wasn't the case over the weekend because ESPN and YouTube TV's deal ended 11:59 on October 30th. So if you had YouTube TV and woke up on Saturday and wanted to watch College Game Day, you weren't able to do that. We'll have to keep an eye on if a deal is figured out sooner rather than later. Usually when this happens, YouTube TV and the other carrier are able to figure it out. Only time will tell. This is the Sports Business Minute, presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. Accelerate your career in sports with the program committed to developing top-notch executives and managers with a focus on the job placement for students and graduates. The Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. It's a Top 5 Tuesday. I'll be giving you my top 5 takeaways from Dolphins Bills. I promise you in this happy hour here. Before we get going with everything, as we have C-Cat on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos back from Turkey, and Tina in the house for the happy hour, which we'll get a cocktail of the day and also get some Monday midterms on a Tuesday. Excited for that. We do have to open this hour with some sad but breaking news.
Breaking news on ESPN 1063 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. If your vehicle has issues with braking or other issues, get it fixed right now at St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Per Adam Schefter of ESPN, per his Twitter, he leads the tweet with, per the Jaguars, Travis Hunter underwent surgery today to repair his LCL, which will sideline him for the remainder of the season. There was no additional damage beyond his LCL, and the procedure was done by Dr. Cooper. All right, we don't need to rest. He's expected to return to full football activities in 6 months. Travis Hunter, his rookie campaign is over. The Boynton Beach Bulldog, the Palm Beach County native, the Heisman Trophy winner, the two-way unicorn. We will not see him again for the 2025 Jaguars. This, I'm sure, a preventative measure for a guy that gets so much utilization. The Jags want to make sure he's fully healthy before putting him out there on the field. His second season, at the very least, we know he'll be able to get fully acclimated with both the offense and defense, get really baked into those playbooks, learn the system in a way in which he won't have to ask other wide receivers at the line of scrimmage where he should be lining up at, know his assignments. Like, this could be a blessing in disguise that he's able to soak in the information fully. But it sucks for Jags fans, football fans, Palm Beach County natives, and everybody around that we won't see any more Travis Hunter this football season. That breaking news brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. That sucks, guys.
Yeah, it does suck.
Yeah, that sucks.
Maybe playing both sides in the NFL is not going to be possible.
It is.
That's what I get there. I mean, we tried it, and it lasted half a season,
No. He'll do it. He'll do it well. This just a blip on the radar. Just a blip.
All right, show me the example of it working.
Well, I have to wait till next year. What do you mean? What do you want me to show you before it happened?
I thought we just had the chance to see it happen, and he got hurt. Because you double your chance of getting injured and you double the amount of wear and tear on your body?
Yeah. But that's one example. It was a non-contact injury that happened at practice. That wasn't because of the size and speed of the NFL. It was an injury that could have happened to anybody at any point, and he just so happened to be the one that was the victim of it.
Browns robbed the Jags blind.
Absolutely not. But talking about trade values and getting good value, St. Lucie Battery and Tire brings you that breaking news, and St. Lucie Battery and Tire is a value.
Yes, they are. Best price out the door guarantee at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Me and Sally Girl are all good on the road because of SOBT and all the work that they've had to do on my car recently. I had to get new tires, 4 brand new tires. Thank you to them. New battery. My battery was dead. Got it jumped. Over St. Louis Battery and Tire. I was in and out in 15, 20 minutes. Then, maintenance, you got to get every once in a while. They've got me all good to go, all safe. I know it's St. Lucie Battery and Tire, but they do have locations here in Palm Beach County. My go-to is the one on Military and Blue Heron. SLBT.com. Find the closest location to you and trust the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Gotta love that. And I do think it is fair for us now to revisit the draft day trade that sent Travis Hunter to the Jaguars and sent multiple assets to the Cleveland Browns. And we could talk about our early returns on this. So the Jaguars in the deal received the number 2 overall pick, which they used to select Travis Hunter, wide receiver cornerback. They also got a 4th-round pick, which they used on rookie running back out of Virginia Tech, Bashal Tutin, who we have not seen pop onto the scene yet, but he's been decent. He scored a couple touchdowns. And then they got Rayon Lane III, a Navy safety, with a 6th-round pick. The Browns get defensive tackle Mason Graham at number 5 out of Michigan. He's been good.
Yeah.
He's a good football player. You get running back Quinshon Judkins out of Ohio State. So far, to date, best running back in this rookie class.
That's just this year's draft?
And
That's what they got?
No, they got more. I'm just saying that's what Quinshon Judkins is. They also got Dylan Sampson. That's their backup running back. They got him out of Tennessee. He was the reigning SEC Offensive Player of the Year, like 1,900 yards in a senior campaign. So he's the backup to Quinshon. And then the Browns also get the Jaguars 2026 first-round pick. So as things stand today, I don't feel terrible about this trade. Travis Hunter for Mason Graham, I'd rather have Travis Hunter, even though he's not going to play the rest of this year. The rest of this trade is Quinshon Judkins, Dylan Sampson, and a first-round pick for Bashal Tutin and Rayon Lane. The question becomes the gap between what Travis Hunter is and what Mason Graham is. Does it exceed the gap between whatever your first-round pick becomes next year? Like this Jaguars team, they just lost to the Texans. That if they don't make the playoffs this year, if that pick becomes a top 15 pick, ooh.
And in preseason, you look at the AFC South with a very, jaded view of it, where you can win 9 games and win the division. Not anymore, obviously, with how the Colts have played in 2025.
Yeah, no.
So it's wild card or bust. And there's not too many spots. 7 is not big of a number.
The Jaguars are only a game ahead of the Chiefs. The Jaguars are actually, I think they might be tied in record with the Chiefs. They're in the 7th spot. The Chiefs are in the 8th spot.
Oh.
Everybody and their mama is assuming they're getting leaped right there. The question is, can somebody else fall out of the playoffs of the AFC? So that is the issue right now, is that they're not likely making the playoffs, and that pick is going to be pretty delectable. But the Browns still got to pick somebody that works out, and then we'll be able to gauge this trade later on. I still would argue, though, if Travis Hunter becomes the two-way player that he was billed to be, if this surgery is – because think about it, there's been a lot of athletes in the history of this league who've had a rookie year or early season or early career surgery, big injury, sat out a lot, and became great down the line. And people forget all about the beginning of their campaign.
So if Travis Hunter takes this time to not only rehab his injury, but also hit the playbook for both sides of the ball
has a legendary
and
work
grind
ethic.
like a med school student,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not going to criticize that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm saying if it hasn't been done before, it's likely that it can't be done.
It can. Nobody's tried it.
Anything can happen.
Travis Hunter tried it, and he got hurt.
1 year. He got drafted in April. The season started in September.
The sample size isn't big enough.
The sample size is not nearly big enough. He has 3 more years left on his rookie contract. And it's not like he got hurt. We can't say that he directly got hurt because he played both ways.
I think wear and tear certainly contributes to injuries.
We didn't even see the injury. It was a non-contact injury at practice on a bye week.
Okay.
So who knows?
You're saying like, okay, I know that I would like this $150 that I gave this man at the corner of the street. I know I like my $150.
Yeah.
But if the magic beans that I just purchased from this homeless person end up actually being magic beans, that is priceless. If Travis Hunter actually ends up being the greatest football player in the history of the sport as a two-way star, then it's definitely worth the draft picks I gave. It's definitely worth the $150 for the magic beans.
Okay. All right. Tina, you see he's a jerk, right? You see that?
Yes.
I'll say a couple of things. Number one, you're asking me to prove to you, you're asking me to win an argument right now that is incomplete because what you have seen and what I have seen is not what the Jaguars paid for. They didn't trade all that capital away for 1 year. They traded away for 10 years of Travis Hunter, and we've only seen a half of a season. So you're still going to get the rest. We could be talking right now, and you look like the smartest man in the room. Oh, C-Cat and my magic beans, and Travis Hunter sucks. But here's what I will say, since you want history to tell the future. When Travis Hunter played high school football, and he played both ways, who was the number one player coming out of that class? Everybody that's in the NFL now out of that class was in high school at the same time as him. Who came out as the number one player in that high school?
I think you know. Who was it?
No, you tell me.
Was it Travis
Hunter?
Okay.
Travis Hunter. All right. So then Travis Hunter goes off to college. And you know what they said in college? Can't play both ways. Can't be a wide receiver and a cornerback. He said, I'm going to give it a shot. Did it at Jackson State. Not as much. Upticked a little bit more when he got to Colorado. Did it so great, actually, that when he was ready to leave for the NFL, by the time it was all said and done, not only did he excel at both wide receiver and corner and win awards at both, he also won this weird thing. It's like a trophy, right? The dude's doing like a stiff arm. He's like, ugh.
A well-known trophy.
What is that thing called?
He was considered the best player in college football.
Most outstanding player in college football, the Heisman Award. Huh. So at college, when people didn't think it was going to be able to happen, especially in the P4, he was able to, okay, so he did it again. And then the NFL evaluators said, out of all of these dudes coming into the NFL draft, all these guys, so many good athletes and superstars, these guys could change our franchise. We're going to pick a quarterback number 1 in Cam Ward. And at number 2, not only are we going to pick that guy, Travis Hunter, who plays receiver and corner, we're going to trade future assets in a lot of ways to go get that guy to start this experiment to see if he can do what he's done at every juncture in his life. And you're comparing Travis Hunter and his ceiling to things that other people were not able to do because they also didn't try. That's like me telling a mountain climber, the first one, I don't know his name, that ever trekked up Mount Everest and got it done, you can't do that because nobody has done it. And he's like, well, can I try first? I know it seems insurmountable to you with your brain, but I think that I have a little bit of proof in the pudding from me doing Mount Fuji first.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing that the Jaguars, James Gladstone, their new GM, it's his first year, right? Balky to Gladstone.
And whole new regime.
Liam Cohen, first year's head coach. They bought the Magic Beans. That's what I'm seeing.
Are these
they
Magic Beans,
they could get
is
this
Deion
comment.
Sanders the homeless person who sold them Magic Beans, or is this the number 1 prospect in high school, the Heisman Trophy winner in college, and, maybe he's a good pro?
It's different playing Big 12, Pac-12 football versus playing professional football, where everyone on that field was the best from their hometown.
He's played well when he played, though. He's played very well. Like, he played well against the Rams. He had over 100 yards and about 8 catches. He's played good on defense. He's broken up a lot of passes. He's been good on both sides. He just hasn't been excellent yet.
If we're going to say you got to take the value of Jackson Dart with a grain of salt because it might be fleeting due to injury risk, you also need to admit that Travis Hunter's success when he's on the field feels fleeting because if you keep on using him like this, which made him that valuable in order to trade up 3 spots and give a king's ransom for him, also is dependent on his health, which has already, through one half of his first year in the NFL, proven to be a problem.
We can agree on that. There's a risk involved. We can agree on that. But just like you think that the Giants have their franchise quarterback in Jackson Dart, I believe that the Jaguars are going to get, I don't know how much of the value out of that, but they're going to get enough of value out of Travis Hunter as the Jacksonville Jaguar to where we're not going to look at this trade as some kind of mistake. We're going to look at it as a well-taken risk by this front office, and they're going to get the most out of that guy. And I saw enough of it this season that I'm not going to be derailed by one injury.
Well, we will see how in April of 2026, next year's draft, we'll see where that pick is for the Jaguars, and we'll see how they view Trevor Lawrence in that moment.
That's cute.
And when there might be a couple of options still alive in the spot where the Jaguars would have liked to have their first-round pick, and see how the Browns either package that pick in order to move up or use that pick from the Jaguars.
If you're counting on the competence of the Cleveland Browns, good luck to you, sir. But, C-Cat, I do know that you do count on the reliability of Racetrack day in and day out. That's where you refuel the cat.
It's your one-stop shop for your football Friday nights, man. Racetrack has it all. When you're on the go and you need whatever gets you going. That's their style of convenience. Whatever gets you going, because everyone else has their own needs. Maybe you need to fill your tummy up because you simply don't have time for a sit-down meal, and you don't have time to go to the kitchen and whip up something for breakfast. Bang, they got breakfast pizza. They have so many different options of hot food to fill you up in 30 seconds. You walk in, you get what you want, grab and go. It's ready, it's hot, it's delicious, and some places have self-checkout, so you don't have to wait in line. Racetrack has whatever gets you going, from the hot food to the ice-cold drinks. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I'm addicted to the freeze. I am addicted to the freeze. They have frozen Hawaiian Punch now.
I thought you said freaks at first. I'm glad you said freeze.
Freeze with the E-E-Z-E.
Want to clarify for the audience listening.
Addicted to the freeze.
Okay.
And I am just one out of 7.5 million strong, a part of the Racetrack team, who choose Racetrack a part of their daily routine each and every week. And I like Racetrack because they support our local high school football teams. They're our local team's biggest fan. They support and invest in our local communities. Racetrack. Make it a part of your daily routine. They are your one-stop shop for your football Friday nights. Every single time I go to cover a high school football game, I stop at a Racetrack on the way because I know that is the correct choice to make, not only for the gas, but for the treats inside, the sweet treats. They've got froyo, by the way.
Oh, I love a good froyo.
Bunch of different toppings.
Yeah.
Or maybe I need a meal on the go, nice and quick so I don't miss kickoff. Stop at a Racetrack all weekend long.
Gotta love it. You know what else I love? I love doing the little Monday midterms. What? Was that my fault? Was that my fault?
Odds are, yeah.
You were gone for a week. Theo was hitting all his own buttons.
I've been having to push buttons all week, man. I'm not a button pusher.
That's my job.
Yeah. Because you were in Turkey getting your hairline checked in. He got a pre-examination on his hair for Turkey to see
Wait,
when
Theo,
Did you really?
Theo, you don't get the joke?
He's
What?
a button pusher.
I'm a button pusher. And I push. I'm an antagonizer.
Yeah, that is true. That's pretty good.
Right?
That's good. You should add that to your email signature.
I think so. Professional button pusher.
You are.
In parentheses, in more one. I can't even deliver it.
More ways than others.
That's why it's in a why it's in a written signature where I don't have to deliver.
Okay. You'll get multiple. You can even throw it through ChatGPT.
I like it.
Monday
no,
midterm.
I did not get a pre-examination on my hairline in Turkey, Tina.
Okay.
What are you trying to say? That you?
I don't know. I was just wondering if you did.
No, I saw the sites. I took part in the food and the drink.
Brandon, YouTube chat said you have a European laugh. What does that mean?
I don't even know. I would take it as a compliment.
C-Cat's European laugh.
All right.
Yay.
Monday midterms. This is where Tina checks in on our ball knowledge to see what we paid attention to this weekend. I hope she doesn't ask about Packers-Eagles because I was trying to shield my eyes from that sight, which was a horrendous football game. C-Cat, do you have your marker?
Uh-oh.
You don't have a marker.
You leave for 1 week.
It's right here.
He doesn't
Okay, so
have his
Tina, this is what we're going to have to do.
No, you say professional talker.
Okay.
I'll walk into the room.
Okay.
I'll get the marker. I think you could take for 45 seconds.
Yeah. All right, Tina, so when he got his hairline checked out, the guy said he needs to set up another emergency trip right back to Turkey, so he'll be going next year.
Oh, wow.
Hold up, Kat. Here you go.
He's looking out for him.
He is looking out for himself.
Yeah.
He's a smart man, and that's what we like about C-Cat. He didn't want you to know that, so I wanted to make sure I told you while he was not able to hear.
Okay.
And as he gets back into the production room, we're going to act like we were talking about
Breakfast pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
C-Cat mentioned breakfast pizza. I love breakfast pizza.
You know what? Breakfast pizza is underrated. For
Underrated.
Sure. There's a place out here, the House West Palm. They have this breakfast pizza that's absolutely delectable, which isn't even like just like the microwave, like a little warm up. No, real deal, eggs on it, breakfast meats. It's pretty good.
Two of my favorite things. I love breakfast food.
Yeah.
I love breakfast food. And pizza put together.
That's pretty good.
Amazing.
All right.
Enough of a filibuster. We're ready to go.
Time for Monday midterms where Tina quizzes our ball knowledge from the NFL weekend.
We're all tied up on the season.
Yes.
I don't know if that's right, but we'll go with it.
All right. 29 points to 29
wins
points.
today gets some magic beans.
Okay.
Nice.
This QB became the first in league history to have 3 straight games of 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Wow.
and a beautiful wife.
Wow. Okay, relax.
Just letting you know, he's winning.
He's winning at life right now in many ways.
C-Cat's ready to go.
Why is he so fired up?
Listen,
I know one dude that keeps on throwing touchdowns. They throw it in the red zone too often.
All right, pencils down, boards up.
I went with Matthew Stafford.
I went with Matty Stafford too.
Good job.
He has a podcasting wife named Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the headlines a bit.
Yo, Matt Stafford is, I can't even call him underrated anymore, but we're going to have to start talking about Matt Stafford greater than Aaron Rodgers in terms of all time.
We will.
He just got above 500 on his career.
Yeah.
The longest it's ever taken for a quarterback to get above 500, which is a testament and a condemnation on the Lions as a franchise. But for him to, in a day and age, which I know this is not Matt Stafford's day and age, he's undoubtedly on the last eighth of his career. But it's really easy to give up on a quarterback when the team's not winning. But somehow Matt Stafford was able to stick out like a sore thumb in a good way in the midst of the mess of the Detroit Lions to see as a valuable commodity where the Rams traded for him, and they've won with him. It's crazy.
He didn't hang it up, too. He didn't hang it up. Calvin Johnson hung it up early. Barry Sanders hung it up early. He stuck around long enough for Sean McVay to see the value in him, go out and get him and go get a Super Bowl. And that's what's elongated his career. I bet you right now, if he was still with the Lions, he would have
gone.
He would have been retired like 3-4 years ago. So yeah, I do like me some Matt Stafford, and I am curious how close we are to giving him the nod over Aaron Rodgers. Like one more good season like this, and potentially like a Super Bowl bid, and I'm convinced.
Exactly, especially since we have so much sample size of Stafford outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, we have to ask the question, okay, Aaron Rodgers went to a historically great franchise, and Matt Stafford went to the complete opposite.
And that can change so many things, man.
All right, Tina, what do we got next?
This team was the highest scoring of Week 10.
Huh.
Ooh. I know what slated happened in. I just cannot remember. I don't know which one of the three.
I don't think you would go a certain direction with these questions.
Right, yeah,
so I'm going to go with the other answer.
Sika, how many games were you able to watch traveling?
I watched.
Oh, no, were you stuck in Chicago on Sunday?
Not stuck. I chose to fly into Chicago early Sunday morning and then fly here on early Monday morning.
Okay,
but both of my flights I had one flight canceled, had to rebook somewhere else. That flight got canceled, had to rebook somewhere else.
Got it, okay.
In the middle of a multi-feet snowstorm in Chicago, I somehow got on a 5 a.m. flight that got delayed to 6 a.m., made it to Atlanta. That flight got delayed because of the shutdown, and made it to Palm Beach International Airport with 30 minutes to spare before yesterday's show.
Seriously.
Travel day from hell.
But to answer your question, how many games was I able to watch while I was overseas? I watched every 1 o'clock slate.
Okay.
Red Zone, and then I did not watch any primetime games.
You missed the best slate.
You were on vacation. You didn't need to watch it.
The best slate was the second slate, and I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks.
I went with the Seahawks as well as the highest scoring team of Week 10.
Both of y'all want the Magic Beans today.
Wow. Shout out Sam Darnold.
Keep on using the word bean, and I'm going to make an inappropriate joke.
Don't.
We've got 2 points on the week.
Why? What? Why the announcement? I'm going to make it inappropriate. It's kind of like making the joke.
No, it's exactly not making the joke.
I don't
which
even know
keeps
what
me
this
out of
joke
trouble.
could be.
Wait,
That's why I just gave you the
that keeps me
eyes.
out of trouble.
That's right. I'm glad it went over Tina's head. Let's go to the next
It
question.
proves
Go
to the
Seahawks.
audience that I am quick-witted enough to make the joke, but smart enough to not make
the joke. Which you have shown in the past the inability to do so.
Growth. All right.
This guy C-Cat's growing on the job.
Growth. 2 games in Week 10 were decided by 3 or less points. Name them.
Ooh, spooky.
You said 2 games?
2 games in Week 10 were decided by 3 or less points.
Well, we got one of them.
Right, one is easy.
Oh, I got... Oh. I think I got the other one.
I'm trying to remember who the hell that game was that I despised.
I think I got both. I did watch this game.
I don't remember the dang teams. I know it was Monday Night Football and Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football was the Was it the Broncos? It was Broncos v. Who the hell was Bo Nix over here?
Tina, I need the shot clock.
I don't have I know the game. I just don't know who. Do I have to have both teams?
You gotta have both.
It's
a little. It's the least you can ask.
All right.
Theo, go on. 10 seconds.
Okay, 10
Let's
seconds.
Go.
The Broncos. It was Bo Nix. He was throwing the ball around.
Thursday.
Raiders?
All right.
The Raiders.
Broncos, Raiders, Eagles, Packers. I answered. You answered.
Yeah, that's what I got.
We're
Eagles, Packers, Broncos,
We're keeping
Raiders.
it tied.
Wow.
Look at you guys.
All righty.
There is conflicting reports about some of these answers might be wrong.
No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
We'll recoup.
That's not true.
We'll address it at the end like Tony Reali.
He's talking about something else with the Seahawks. The Lions tied the Seahawks in points.
Okay.
3-3.
You got a point still.
We'll come back. We got our points. Question 4, Monday midterms. We quiz the NFL knowledge from the weekend of Week 10.
Yeah, I was watching the Broncos-Raiders Thursday Night Football game while being stranded in the middle of the woods, waiting for a golf pro shop to open before I played golf in Turkey. It was so early in the morning, and the time difference is 8 hours. So I was sitting there with 2 stray dogs waiting to go inside and pay for my tea time, watching the end of Broncos-Raiders, which was an awful game.
Awful game.
Tina, what do we have next?
Davis Mills led the Texans to this many points in the fourth quarter of their win over the Jags. Your answer can be within 2.
Kate is putting wrong answers in the chat. The Texans won 36-29. Remember, there was a fumble 6 at the end.
All right. How many points did they score? David, all right. Theo, you just gave. All right. Well, how many points of those 36 were in the fourth quarter?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to go with 20-something.
Can I abstain? I have to abstain from this one because accidentally, as I was trying to fact check the Kate comment, I saw the box score. So
okay,
I'll abstain and let you. I have.
We'll
too
kick
much.
it to the next question.
Yeah,
I think it's 26, but you don't have to give me the point.
Yeah.
The answer is 26.
That was it.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Pretty good.
This is a calamitous era.
That was crazy. But we move on.
Tina?
3 teams are tied for the best record in football at 8-2. Name them all.
Ooh, 3 teams. Okay, I got one of them.
We talked about one earlier. This is
Who are
crazy.
the good teams? I got another one.
It's crazy because if we said this at the beginning of the year, nobody would believe a couple of these teams.
Yeah, one of
Also
these I was surprised by.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about bye weeks too.
That's
That's
a
the
good point.
issue.
That's a really good point.
That's the issue we're running into here. Because I'm stuck between 2 teams that I know both have 2 losses, but I don't know if they've played 10 games.
All right, I think I got my answers. You said 3 teams. I think I got 3 teams here.
3 teams.
Oh, man.
Just like 3 beans with espresso martini every Fridays.
3 beans. 3 beans. I hate this.
We didn't do it this Friday because you weren't here.
Yeah, we waited on you.
Yeah.
All right.
So dependent on me, huh? All right.
Shut the hell up, man.
Teddy.
All right, I'm just
You
going
only
to go
stall for so long.
I know.
I know, Seahawks.
You're just slow on the trigger,
Okay.
man.
I couldn't get
I
the
went
third
with
one.
the Eagles, the Patriots, and the Colts.
The Eagles had a bye week, I thought.
Theo went with the
the
Patriots, Colts, and the Seahawks. Tina?
You've got the Patriots, the Colts, and the Broncos.
Oh,
The
no!
Broncos.
The Seahawks must have also had
Yeah,
a
the
bye.
Seahawks had a bye. The Broncos, the
I just
Colts.
don't consider the Broncos good.
I know.
I
That's
forget about them.
They have looked so bad
They're
and
forgettable.
escaped so many times. I don't know if they are the Vikings of several years ago, where the Vikings won so many one-score games and then lost to the Giants in their first playoff game. But I don't think we looked at the Vikings in a negative light when it came playoff time.
You know what we did? We knew because we talked about the point differential all year that year. So the Vikings were fugazi, and we knew that from the jump, and nobody was shocked. There was a lot of people that bet against the Vikings that game. I will say this. For the Broncos, what they are is an elite defense, the best defense in the league, with a volatile, shoddy, irresponsible at times, but also at sometimes a little bit too cautious quarterback in Bo Nix. Like, they go as that defense goes, and Bo Nix is just like an additive at quarterback, and I think that is going to be the thing that holds them back. Same thing that held them back last year in the playoffs.
Final question.
Let's do it.
How many divisions currently have 3 teams with winning records.
Ooh,
This
okay.
can be within one.
Okay.
How many? All right.
How many divisions?
3 teams with winning records.
This is an absolute brain buster.
tough.
Tina, we're going to need you to fill up the next 60 seconds
Right.
of airtime.
Right.
Tina, what was your dinner last night?
Yeah, this one was tough.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
This final question was a little difficult. I had to make it a hard question.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like being challenged.
We started off really strong, you two. Let's end strong.
Okay.
Who's in the AFC South?
The Texans, the Colts, the Jaguars.
That's the fourth team is the one I don't know. Right
Titans.
now.
That's because they don't matter.
Okay.
Texans, Colts,
What if the answer is 0? Whoa.
No, that's not. Texans, Colts, Jaguars.
Is it?
I don't know what the Texans' record is.
Jeez Louise, Tina.
I don't know what the record is for
Sorry.
Texas. This is really tough. AFC East, nope, not at AFC East. You got Jets and the Dolphins. AFC.
All right. You said you had to be within one?
one, yeah.
Within one.
Okay, I got
Let's just cut, yeah.
I've got a good middle that I think I've got a 3-number integer that'll make this work.
Yeah, I'm going with mine too.
I went with 2.
4.
The correct answer is 3.
Oh, nice. We both win.
Yes, you both get a point.
So is it the AFC South that doesn't have it? It's the NFC West for sure.
The NFC North for sure.
The
Yes,
AFC
yes.
West for sure.
Yes.
Oh.
AFC West, NFC North, and NFC West.
I wonder who in the AFC South. Oh, the Texans are 4 and 5. Okay. They were right there on the brink. All right.
How about that?
Monday midterms. We got another tie, 5-5.
That's amazing.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
That's
that's
all,
it.
folks. It's pretty fun.
That's a great. Did you say the number 5?
I did.
Oh, that reminds me of a great place to work out.
It's only-
F45.
Yeah, and it's only a 45-minute workout.
Wow.
You don't have to think about it. That's the best part. You walk in. You can go in for a strength day, a cardio day, a little bit of both. You don't have to think about the workout. When you walk in, you have a trainer there to tell you what to do. You have TV screens that show you the exercise, a timer so you don't have to figure it out yourself. F45, 45-minute workout. You stick with it. You will see the results. You will break a sweat. Check out F45 Palm Beach Gardens and get a class in, or go to f45training.com to find a location near you.
Do that. Do that. All right. And as we talk about that, we will go to the break and we will discuss more on Theoretically Speaking, including last night's buzzer beater win for the Miami Heat. I can't believe we got this far without addressing what the greatest living Canadian did on the court of the Kaseya Center. That's Tina, that's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
During football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West Palm are experts in helping your business get noticed and get effective signage in front of your potential customers. Our team can turn your blank windows or plain vehicles into money-making branding machines by drawing customers' attention to your business. So if you're looking to leave that lasting impression, call us 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, we want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!"
Come to Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach, where we're changing the game. No pushy salespeople, just friendly product specialists on salary, ready to help you find your perfect Kia. During the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select new Kias. We even put the factory invoice right on the windshield so you can see exactly what you're saving. No back and forth, just one manager from start to finish for a smooth, easy process. We'll handle your paperwork, transfer your tag and insurance, and even schedule a post-delivery review to walk you through your new features on your time. Can't make it in? We'll bring the test drive to you. So don't wait. Visit Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach today. No hassle, no pressure, just the perfect car for you. Online at GreenwayKiaWestPalmBeach.com.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
With approval through KF8 stock number SG005991. MSRP $45,235 plus tax, tag, and $9.99 admin fee. Discount includes all Kia factory rebates to dealer. Offers don't combine. Expires 1/5/26.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
The war between me and that piece of my phone screen, my screen protector.
Yeah, you have glass wedged in your finger that has been there in about, 60 days now?
It's not been 60 days.
Been a while.
Like 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks it's been lodged in there. I made a lot of progress last night. I've been soaking it in warm water with Epsom salt.
Kind of feels like a binary problem. Like you either have it there or you don't. So how much progress could you make?
Well, no, because it's getting close. I can tell it's less painful now when I bump it into things. Because it used to be a sharp, tough pain every time I hit something. Now, less painful. I'm getting a little bit more callous to it. And I think I can tell it's right on the brink of getting pulled out of my skin. So tonight, long soaks of my thumb in some Epsom salt water.
You're going soaking?
No, just soaking my thumb. I just sit there watching like TV with my thumb in a little cup of hot water with Epsom salt.
You know, my non-medical trained advice is that you're going to lose that finger.
I think so. I do think so. I think that's why I'm really hell-bent on getting it out of there before I lose my thumb. It's on my left hand, too. You know, I shoot with the left.
Yeah, I actually don't know how you haven't gotten an infection.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
I'm a really resilient person.
You will the infection away?
The infection keeps trying to pull up, and I'm like, not today.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna happen. So I think that's what's helping me out right now. But you know what, though? This isn't something that Baptist Health Orthopedic Care specializes in, but they do specialize in getting you back to what you love, getting you back to the hobbies and the activities that you might celebrate, love to enjoy, to get out and get active and do. And they want to welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care. Welcome you to being treated like a pro. We're talking about more so joint pain, back pain, an injury, something that's keeping you from what you love. Our expert team is here to get you back in the game.
Tennis elbow,
that's one.
It's a real thing.
Pickleball has some injuries that are specific to pickleball and the motions you do in that. Any kind of overuse can create issues, and Baptist Health Orthopedic Care wants to rid you of those issues. It's trusted by the pros and ready for you, because everyone deserves pro-level care. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho to learn more. baptisthealth.net/ortho. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Yeah, they can't help me with my with this situation. They probably can. I mean, I feel like
they got the tool.
Yeah,
they do a pro bono.
They'll be like, don't. You're wasting our time. We're trying to treat people like pros. We got real deal stuff happening right here. Just cut the thumb off. Tina, we never got to our cocktail of the day.
No, we did not. And this is for CCAT.
Nice.
This is all about this cocktail of the day is all about CCAT.
It's not all about CCAT, but it's the Turkish Cosmopolitan.
But like, why Turkish?
I don't know.
Well, you do know.
Why?
It just says the Swinging Sultan Cocktail, the Turkish Cosmopolitan.
But
listen, I just went jump. I just said jump to recipe. I didn't look into it.
No. We're doing a Turkish cocktail because I came back from Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to lead you into.
I thought you meant why is this cocktail like
Turkish? No.
Yeah.
Context clues. Someone turns on the radio for the first time in West Palm Beach and like, wait, what? Turkish? What? Do we have a high Turkish population in West Palm?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Oh.
I don't know that, actually. I'm just saying things.
Okay.
Everybody's out here, though.
Gotcha. What's in the Turkish Cosmopolitan?
You tell us, CK. You just got back.
Didn't have it.
You've got vodka, triple sec, pure pomegranate juice.
They love that stuff.
Pomegranate juice?
They love
That's
pomegranate.
what it is.
Pomegranates are good.
They love pomegranate.
I love chocolate covered like pomegranate.
See?
Oh, yeah. There's like that, I forgot the name of the brand, but there's like someone that sells baggies of that and they're like $8.
Yes.
Cran.
They're delicious.
Yeah, sometimes they're cranberry, but I've seen pomegranate more often.
Okay.
Yeah. Fresh lime juice. a tangerine twist to add to the drink.
Actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Pomegranate's an underrated fruit.
And you know what's an overrated fruit? Tangerines. Tangerines are like, okay.
Slow down, buddy.
What?
Like, you talking about like tangerines, like cuties?
Smileys?
Yeah.
Cuties,
Gross.
but
Grow up.
Smileys.
Like, what does it say?
The cuties, yeah.
Middle school soccer game? Like,
But they're really good, and they're very easy to peel back. Cuties peel a lot easier than oranges.
Yes.
That's one thing they don't get enough credit for. They might be small, but they're efficient.
a wannabe nectarine. That's a tangerine is.
Why are there so many variations?
No.
What the hell are we doing? Why are we? They're all oranges. Why can't we just say big orange, little orange?
A nectarine is nothing like an orange.
Is it not?
No.
It's like a tangerine.
It's a citrus.
Nectarines are similar to tangerines, which are similar to cuties. But why are we over here?
I think someone who does know about this is the people at Vitacost.
Yes. I bet you there's a ton of pomegranate flavored, maybe hydration sticks or pre-workout. I don't know about a protein shake, but hey, maybe there's a protein shake that's pomegranate flavored. Check out Vitacost Sport Certified Marketplace. I love that I can shop for everything that I need for my supplements and nutrition, from pre-workout for the gym, creatine, maybe some electrolyte packets. I love to take these energy and caffeinated chews during my runs. I can order it all in one place at Vitacost.com in their Sport Certified Marketplace. Use the code ESPN20, that's ESPN20, for 20% off your order at Vitacost.com.
We have to get to the heat. Can we get to the heat on the other side at least, CK?
Yes.
All right. Well, stick around for the reaction to the Wiggins slam that sent the Cavs packing, at least to their hotels, because they got to come back for tomorrow night's game. That's C-Cat. That's Tina. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Get ready, South Florida. It's the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. Two of the best group of 5 teams go head-to-head in the ultimate holiday showdown. Over 150 players have gone from this field to the NFL. Who's next? Visit BocaRatonBowl.com for the latest, including when tickets will go on sale. The 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
If you don't already have the ESPN South Florida app, no better time to get it than now. And I say this because that is where you can stay tuned to not just Theoretically Speaking, not just Russo and Rizzo, but also our high school coverage, our local area coverage, and of course, the South Florida teams like the Florida Panthers and like the Miami Heat. Which Miami Heat? Oh, I'm talking about the one that had the game winner last night over the Cleveland Cavaliers. By the way, 2-game winners last night by Florida NBA teams. The Magic got one and the Heat got one as well. Game-winning buzzer beaters on the same night. According to Stats and Info, I think it's the first time it's happened in NBA history. 2 teams in the same state with a game-winning buzzer beater to win. It's pretty crazy.
A true buzzer beater. Yeah. Where the ball's in the air when the buzzer sounds and there's no inbound and you need a tip in. No, true buzzer beater, which is nearly impossible on a dunk.
Let's take a listen to the call from Eric Reed on FanDuel Sports Network. Andrew Wiggins over the top. The Heat get the win.
The lob for Wiggins. He did it! The Heat win it! A spectacular finish for Miami.
That's the play to seal the deal. It's funny, C-Cat, because in that game, which you were watching in the sports bar, I was watching at home on my little app, on my little appy majigger. The play before that was a Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
like absolutely ridiculous off of the rebound, falling into the corner, barely kept his feet in bounds, shot it over 7-foot Khalil Ware, leaning and falling back into the stands, three-pointer that tied it up. There was 0.4 seconds left on the clock. We were destined for double overtime. Like, I thought the game was definitely going into double overtime at 138 apiece, and I was nervous about the Heat. Take a listen to this Donovan Mitchell splash from the corner, which literally had my heart drop.
Lonzo leans, gives to Merrill. Merrill got knocked down. Donovan Mitchell, last chance. Oh, mercy! Oh, goodness! There we go. Donovan Mitchell fired it into the rafters. A prayer is answered here in Miami.
Spidle was 2 for 15 from 3, by the way. And he made the most difficult one of the night when it mattered most.
Not to get like too theoretical, but that's the name of the show. If the prayer was answered by Donovan Mitchell right there, what happened in the final 0.4 seconds?
Ooh,
like,
gosh,
what'd you do in between those plays?
He didn't give thanks.
Yeah.
He took the credit. I was like, all right, well, watch this, man. Spo talked about after the game how it was. I think he said it was Coach Quinn who actually drew that one up and talked about like dialed that play up to get Wiggins so open for the alley-oop dunk. Spo is in the midst of a campaign for Coach of the Year. And it's a narrative award. The Heat don't have a superstar that's going to help him. They're 5-0 at home right now. They have the number 1 offense in the NBA. They have the number 1 pace of play, so they're fun. I think that, and this is year 18 for Spo. Tina, you want to know how many times he's won Coach of the Year?
How many?
0. Eric Spoelstra, who's known as the best coach in the NBA, just like Mike Tomlin in the NFL with no Coach of the Year awards, it is a travesty that he has not won it. I believe this is going to be the year that he gets it done. And it's going to be moments like these that we remember where he just dials up the perfect stuff at the perfect time, and he's squeezing the most out of this roster that a lot of people would scoff at.
Yeah, Belichick won Coach of the Year 3 times.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. But 0 times for Spo is more ridiculous than Belichick only winning it 3 times. Like, he's the best coach in the game.
Yeah.
So the Heat are good. The Heat are fun. Watch the Miami Heat, especially if you're a fan of other South Florida teams that are disappointing you. They will not.
And watch your podcast.
And watch All You Can Heat with Theo Dorsey presented by Robinhood. It's a really fun. It's a fun watch twice a week. Go in love. Go in peace. Go in joy.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.